You sat there staring at a Warbond that you'd like to purchase, but you haven't got enough super credits? Well. Look no further, because I've created a guide on how to get super credits easily and quickly. So when it comes to armor, you're going to want to aim for light armor, and specifically light armor with a scout passive. And the reason why I'm suggesting the scout passive is because it updates your radar every few seconds and makes it a lot easier to find loot. Because if you're anything like me, I'm a loot goblin. We're all loot goblins. And also make sure to bring some decent grenades, you know, something that really packs a punch. So, moving on to your equipment, I suggest looking like Boba Fett and also deciding to use a jump pack or hover pack. You could also partner this with the fast recon vehicle. I would highly suggest it. It's great for getting around. You can also have a few other friends that can jump in the vehicle as well. Okay, moving on to the good stuff. Right, so level 1... trivial. Okay, we're going to be going on this difficulty, and there's a reason for it. Not because we're scared of enemies. It's because it allows us to get in and out of matches as quickly as possible, and also you can loot the whole map within a couple minutes. You can play higher difficulty, but there's just more enemies to fight. It just slows you down. When deciding the map, you want to aim for anything that's open, clear and open. I prefer to sort of loot on bugs. I find the maps are a little bit nicer. So if you didn't know this, when you've got your marker on a planet, it actually tells you whether it's the night or the daytime. I would definitely suggest play in the daytime. It's much easier to find loot and also easier to see points of interest as well. So once we land, we're going to want to drop our equipment as fast as possible. Head towards blue and white buildings. They usually have a little cargo container that we can explode and get loot from. They're really useful. You can look for gold lights that go up into the sky. You can usually see these around the map. They indicate loot, and you're going to want to head straight for that, like a moth drawn to light. Now, if you're trying to loot solo, when you come across a bunker, obviously you know that you can't open it solo. So what I suggest that you do is that you drop an SOS beacon either at the start of the match, or when you find a bunker, mark that on the map and continue looting during the process. Now, when you're playing on level 1 difficulty, you may come across a lot of like-minded people that are also trying to loot, and they may be up for joining your session, so drop an SOS beacon, or you'll find that they'll just join your lobby anyway. Even while playing solo, you do have a chance to actually find big super credit packages. As you can see here, I managed to find one myself. Once you've finished looting the entire map, I would suggest abandoning the mission, with or without teammates, that's up to you. Now, the reason I suggest doing this is because that straight away you can jump into another match, and that's what we're going to want to do. We're going to want to load into a game, loot it all up, exit, and jump straight back in again. Now, obviously, looting is going to be easier with friends, but you can definitely do this solo. For a lot of this, I was solo, and I managed to get around 500 super credits within an hour. So here's a little bonus tip for you guys who made it this far as well. If you go to your settings and then go to HUD, now what you're going to want to do is make your compass on wide. The reason I suggest this is that it allows more of your screen to become the compass, and it gives you more information when you're trying to loot. It might give you some extra question marks or see points of interest that you wouldn't have seen before. If you guys come up with any extra bonus tips that I may have missed out, be sure to comment them below and help your fellow Helldivers out. And there you have it, your little loot goblins. That is how to farm super credits and medals in Helldivers 2.